when you got to go to the junkyard and you got to find parts. One side's bad, you just get them both. These were 13 bucks at the junkyard. These are your impact sensors for your airbag light. This is the passenger side. What I did was I took a file and cleaned off the surface in there, and I cleaned off the face of it where it goes to the frame. I thought that this was the issue because I went to get my car inspected last week, and as you know, I put a brand new evap system on it. I mean, an entire evap pump system, hoses, clamps, you name it, it's been replaced. Purge valve, it's all done. The other thing is I put a full exhaust system on it from front to back. And the situation is, people, I took it to a shop, and a buddy of mine had a shop out in Buffalo that he frequents, and I took it over there, and it's not my buddy's shop, but it's just he knows the people. And I pulled it in, dropped it off for the day, because I drove all the way from my house to Buffalo, which is about 300 miles. And normally, within 50 or 60 miles, the engine light would come on. So I felt pretty confident that I had fixed the problem. And the engine light's out on old Susie Q, the little Hyundai. And I get it out there, we go to pick it up at the end of the day, and the guy was like, well, I see you put a lot of money in the car, you did an exhaust and the front brakes and pads and all that, but your airbag light is on, which I didn't think in the past was an issue with an inspection, but apparently from taking his word from it, as of March of 2022, that's now an item that will fail you in New York State. So I was like, okay, well, we'll get that fixed. It's got to just be something simple, right? So, you know, I pondered it. I went out of town and I pondered it, and I said, let me just go to the junkyard and I'll grab the sensor off another car and, you know, hope that it's good. Maybe I got a bad connection or whatever, but I found them, and I got them off the junkyard. They were 13 bucks for both of them, so I grabbed them both. But the bigger thing is, I think a lot of times when you take your car to a shop, and I don't know if you can see this, you see the old blue sticker? A lot of times when you pull the sticker off yourself, the shops will think that, oh, there's something funny going on here. Maybe another shop rejected them, and they don't want to be the shop that says, yeah, it's passable, and then have the state of New York come in and say, well, they had failed for another reason. Why did you pass them? And really put them under scrutiny. And I totally understand that. But the reason the sticker's off there is because it's 2 years out. And I've literally been driving for 2 years with no inspection sticker. All I do is take this car back and forth to the airport. Now, that being said, the sticker color was bright blue, and I did not want to drive by, you know, the police and have them automatically see blue and like, oh, that's way out, and turn around and get me for an inspection sticker. So I just pulled it off, because one of the new stickers I think are gray. And as you notice, my dash is gray, so they better have good eyesight to see there's no sticker on there. So that was my theory, that maybe they kind of figured, I don't know about this car, even though the engine light's out and even though all the components are good on it, the mechanical system is checked out, they were just a little leery. That's my opinion. So today I go to pull the sensor off, and I noticed that I went to grab the wire, and the wire was barely on there. So I pushed it up on it, clicked it, and pulled on it, and it seemed real tight, like the other. It was barely on there. And I turned around and went in the car and turned it on, and the airbag light's out. So you tell me, I don't know, but the situation says that it was just the wire not connected. And it's funny because the guy at the shop says, oh, you know, just check and see if it's just a wire. So, yeah, I have my suspicions, but it's all good. I totally understand it. But we'll go here locally and we'll get her done. And we'll get her back to where she got the sticker on it. And as you see, she's got brand new components under the hood. We've got these here. We're just going to hold on to them in case we do need them. Because if you can find these online, they're for newer cars. And these older ones, you have to go directly to the dealer. And these are $300 and something each. So for 13 bucks, we're going to hold on to them. But yeah, that's the situation. I've got about 450 miles on the old girl, and what I'll do is I'll clean this old blue sticker off all the way, and we'll take her in this week, and what we'll do is we'll get her into the shop, we'll get her past the inspection, and move forward. You know, we'll roll on down the road. But yeah, that's the situation. New York State has these unbelievable hurdles they got you to jump through, and it's partially, I believe, it's on purpose so that all the older vehicles will just get off the road and then they can push their agenda, which is electric vehicles for everybody. But as you know, I'm going to resist that 100%. It's not because I don't like electric vehicles. I just don't think we can sustain it. Just like California, they're shutting the grid down and saying, look, you can't, it's only for essential stuff, and your car's not essential. So California has said, you know, we've talked to you all and forced you all and incentivized you all to get electric cars, and now we can tell you when you can't charge your vehicle. So yeah, the progressive way is to say the ends justify the means. Every time, the ends justify the means. We can force you into something, and then when you're into it, we'll try to make it look really appealing, and we'll make incentives. We'll make the other taxpayers pay for it, and we'll give you incentives and cash back and money off your taxes and all that. But then once you're into the system 100% and you have everything electric, well, you know, the grid, they can't support it. So, you know, you can charge your car on Tuesdays and Fridays, and if your name ends in this letter, you can charge it on Monday and Thursdays. That's how it's going to be, right? Because they want to take away the dream that says you can just jump in your car at any time you want and go down the road and live like an American, like we've always have, and been independent. So it'll be one of those things where they want to control the situation. So that's why I believe they're trying to get all these old cars off the road. I mean, me personally, I really don't see why an impact sensor would warrant you not being able to drive your car legally. But it is what it is. That's what you have when you live in a progressive state like New York or California. So, all right, people, enjoy your freedom. It's Labor Day, and just wanted to put a small video out there and give you a heads up. And I'm going to do another video. I got they lost my baggage in Newark, so I came home yesterday, and we'll get into that whole situation. I'll do a video on it, but man, you ain't going to want to miss this one, because these people they've got at the airport, I'll just give you a small preview. These people they got at the airport, I have nothing against foreigners, but man, they just have all these foreigners that don't even understand how to speak English, let alone try to guide you to what you've got going on. They will sit there and tell you one thing, and it's totally not true, and then you're banking on that was facts, and then you go to another representative and they tell you, well, why would she tell you that? Because it's not that. And after you're done with 3 or 4 agents, you're to the point where you just can't believe the fact that that you were told half the things you were told, and here you are with no luggage. So yeah, we'll get to it, and we'll get back on that DIY, and we'll let you know what happened. But all my tools and all my fire retardant clothes, and I hope they have them, because that's a lot of money. All right, people, this is Brian. I'm over here at the compound, and we're giving you an update on Little Susie Q. All right, people, I'm out.